Most people will never hear these secrets. They're whispered in exclusive clubs, shared behind closed doors and guarded like Fort Knox. But today, I'm pulling back the curtain. As someone who's built wealth from the ground up, clawing my way to success with sweat, grit, and a whole lot of hustle, I know what it takes to reach the top. And trust me, it's not about luck. If you want to achieve financial success early, to build a life of abundance and freedom, then listen closely. Because I'm about to share with you the blueprint, the cheat codes, the 5 secrets the rich don't want you to know. These are the lessons the wealthy keep to themselves, the strategies they use to build empires and secure their fortunes. Until now. The first secret to building wealth, the one they don't teach you in school, is this. The rich never, and I mean never, rely on just one source of income. This is a fundamental principle that separates those who simply get by from those who truly thrive financially. If you look at the habits of the wealthy, you'll notice a pattern. They're always looking for new ways to make money, to grow their wealth, and to protect themselves from the unexpected. They understand that a single paycheck, no matter how big, is still a single point of failure. If that paycheck stops, everything else can come crashing down. It's a risky way to live, and the wealthy know better than to put all their eggs in one basket. Think about it like this. Imagine you're on a train, a one-way track, with your paycheck as the engine. Everything's fine and dandy until that track ends. Maybe you lose your job, the company downsizes, or the industry changes. Suddenly, you're stranded. All your plans, your security, your dreams, put on hold, just because you depended on that one track. The rich, they build multiple tracks. They diversify their income streams, creating a safety net that protects them from unexpected bumps in the road. If one track gets blocked, they simply switch to another. This flexibility is what gives them true financial security and peace of mind. They understand that true wealth isn't built on a single foundation, but on a diversified portfolio of income-generating assets. This could mean owning real estate, investing in stocks, running businesses, or even holding alternative assets like gold or digital currencies. Each stream adds another layer of protection and opportunity. So how do they do it? How do they escape the one-way track? Well, that's what we're going to dive into right now. It's not about luck or having a secret connection. It's about strategy, mindset, and taking action step by step. Take Warren Buffett, for example. The Oracle of Omaha, one of the wealthiest individuals on the planet, didn't get there by putting all his eggs in one basket. He's a living example of the power of building multiple streams of income and letting them work together to create something much bigger than the sum of their parts. He started with a single investment, sure, but he quickly learned the power of diversification. He didn't just stick to one company or one industry. He spread his investments across many, always looking for new opportunities and ways to minimize risk. He branched out, invested in different industries, different asset classes, and built a financial fortress brick by brick. Each new investment was like adding another wall, another layer of protection, making his wealth more resilient to market ups and downs. He understood that relying on a single company, a single stock, was like stepping into the ring with Mike Tyson with your hands tied behind your back. You're setting yourself up for a knockout. Diversification is your defense, your way to stay in the game no matter what comes your way. Now, I'm not saying you need to become the next Warren Buffett overnight, but you can adopt his mindset. You can start thinking like an investor, looking for ways to grow and protect your money, even if you're just starting out. Start small, explore different avenues for generating income, and build your own diversified portfolio. Maybe it's a side business, maybe it's investing in stocks, or maybe it's something as simple as renting out a spare room. The key is to get started and keep building. Remember, the goal here is to create multiple streams of revenue, so that if one slows down, you've got others to keep you afloat. Think of it as building a river that branches into many streams, each one feeding into your financial future. One of the most effective ways to build multiple income streams is through side hustles. These are projects or gigs you do outside your main job, and they can be as creative or as practical as you want them to be. And no, I'm not talking about selling your old sneakers on eBay. While that's a start, there's so much more potential out there if you're willing to put in the effort and think outside the box. I'm talking about leveraging your skills, your passions, your unique talents to generate income outside of your day job. Maybe you're a great cook, a talented artist, or a tech whiz. There's a market for your abilities if you know where to look. This could be anything from freelancing in your spare time, offering your expertise online, or consulting for small businesses in your area, to starting an online business, to monetizing your hobbies. The possibilities are endless, and the best part is, you can start with what you already know and love. The internet has created endless opportunities to turn your passions into profits. From e-commerce to digital products, from online courses to content creation, there's never been a better time to build new income streams from anywhere in the world. Remember when I started out? I was wrestling, but I was also hustling on the side, taking acting gigs, making appearances, doing whatever it took to build that second, that third, that fourth stream of income. I knew that if I wanted to create real security, I had to be willing to work harder and smarter than everyone else. And the best part? Side hustles don't just bring in extra cash, they teach you valuable skills, expose you to new opportunities, and help you develop an entrepreneurial mindset. You'll meet new people, learn new things, and discover strengths you never knew you had. Building multiple streams of income isn't just about today, it's about securing your future. It's about giving yourself and your loved ones options, freedom, and peace of mind no matter what life throws your way. It's about creating a foundation of financial freedom that will allow you to pursue your passions, weather any storm, and live life on your own terms. Imagine being able to travel, to work from anywhere, to spend more time with your family. All because you took the time to build those extra streams of income. It's like planting seeds. You might not see the fruits of your labor immediately, but with consistent effort, with dedication, and a relentless pursuit of growth, those seeds will sprout, they will grow, and they will bear fruit for years to come. Every small step you take today is an investment in your future self. So start today. Explore your options, identify your strengths, and find creative ways to generate income outside of your 9-to-5. Write down your ideas, set clear goals, and take action, even if it's just a small step at first. Remember, the only limitations are the ones you set for yourself. The world is full of opportunities for those who are willing to look, to learn, and to take action. Now let's move on to secret number 2, a secret so powerful it can open doors that money simply cannot buy. The second secret the wealthy don't want you to know? It's not just about the money in your bank account or the assets you own. There's something even more powerful at play, something that quietly shapes the destinies of the most successful people on the planet. It's not about how much money you have, it's about who you know. The relationships you build, the people you connect with, and the circles you move in, these are the true engines of wealth and opportunity. It's about the power of your network, the people you surround yourself with, the connections you forge along the way. Every handshake, every introduction, every conversation has the potential to change your life. Think of your network as a currency far more valuable than dollars and cents. It's a living, breathing asset that grows with every genuine relationship you nurture. It's a currency that can open doors to opportunities you never thought possible, connect you with mentors who can guide you, and provide support when you need it most. Sometimes, a single introduction can change the entire trajectory of your career or business. You see, success isn't a solo mission. It's a team sport. No one climbs to the top alone, and the most successful people know how to build a team around them. And the stronger your team, the higher you'll climb. The more you invest in your relationships, the more you'll find doors opening that you never even knew existed. The richer your network, the wealthier you'll become, both financially and personally. Your network can become your safety net, your launch pad, and your source of inspiration, all at once. So how do you build this network? How do you cultivate relationships that will propel you forward? Let's break it down. It's not about being born into the right family or having a famous last name. It's about being intentional, proactive, and authentic in your approach. Oprah Winfrey, one of the most influential women on the planet, built her empire on the power of connection. She didn't start with a Rolodex full of powerful friends, she built it one relationship at a time. She surrounded herself with brilliant minds, talented individuals, and supportive mentors who believed in her vision. She sought out people who challenged her, inspired her, and helped her grow. She understood that her network was her net worth, that the relationships she cultivated were just as important as any business deal or investment. She invested time and energy into building real, lasting connections. And look at her now, a global icon, a media mogul, a testament to the power of networking. Her story proves that anyone can build a powerful network no matter where they start. Now, I know what you're thinking. Dwayne, I'm not Oprah. I don't have her connections or her platform. Maybe you feel like you're starting from scratch, or that you don't have anything to offer, and you're right, you don't. But that doesn't mean you can't build a powerful network of your own. Start small. Attend industry events, even if you feel out of place at first. Every big network starts with a single connection. Connect with people on LinkedIn, join online communities, and don't be afraid to reach out to people you admire. The digital world has made it easier than ever to connect with like-minded individuals. Reach out to individuals you admire and ask for advice. Most people are flattered to be asked, and you'll be surprised at how many are willing to share their wisdom if you approach them with sincerity. You'd be surprised how willing people are to help when you approach them with genuine curiosity and respect. People love to share their stories and help others who remind them of themselves. Building a strong network isn't just about collecting business cards like they're going out of style. It's about making real connections, not just surface-level acquaintances. It's about building genuine relationships, fostering connections based on trust, mutual respect, and a shared desire for growth. The best networks are built on authenticity, not just ambition. Think about it like this. You wouldn't ask a stranger to spot you at the gym, would you? You'd want someone who understands your goals and has your best interests at heart. You'd ask someone you trust, someone who's got your back. That's the kind of relationship you want to build in your professional life too. The same goes for your network. Trust and reliability are the foundation of every great connection. Surround yourself with people who inspire you, who push you to think bigger, and who encourage you to keep moving forward. Who challenge you to be your best self. Who aren't afraid to give you honest feedback. And who celebrate your wins as if they were their own. And who will support you through thick and thin. These are the people who will stand by you when times get tough and cheer you on when you succeed. These are the relationships that will elevate your life, both personally and professionally. They'll help you grow, learn, and reach heights you never thought possible. Remember, your network is your net worth. Choose wisely who you allow into your circle. Be intentional about the energy you surround yourself with. The beauty of a strong network is that it can open doors that money simply cannot buy. Sometimes, a single recommendation or introduction is worth more than any investment. It can connect you with potential investors, business partners, or collaborators who can take your ideas to the next level. Mentors who can guide you, share their experience, and help you avoid costly mistakes, and opportunities that wouldn't have presented themselves otherwise. Sometimes it's not what you know, but who you know that makes all the difference. When I first started in Hollywood, I didn't know a soul. I was just another face in the crowd, trying to make my mark. But I made it a point to connect with people, to build relationships, to show up and be present. I listened, I learned, and I offered value wherever I could. And slowly but surely, those connections opened doors that led to bigger roles, bigger opportunities, and ultimately bigger success. Every relationship was a stepping stone to something greater. So don't underestimate the power of your network. Nurture it, cultivate it, and watch as it transforms your life in ways you never thought possible. The seeds you plant today could become the mighty oaks of your future. Now let's move on to the third secret, a secret that requires patience, discipline, and a willingness to play the long game. Because true wealth isn't built overnight, it's built on the foundation of strong relationships and a vision for the future. You know, we live in a world of instant gratification. You want something, you click a button, boom, it's at your doorstep the next day. That microwave mentality can seep into how we think about success. We want it all, and we want it now. But let me tell you, real success, the kind that lasts, that takes time. It's like building muscle. You don't walk into the iron paradise and bench 300 pounds on day one. It takes consistency, dedication, and a whole lot of sweat equity. You gotta put in the work, day after day, even when you don't see immediate results. The same goes for building wealth. You gotta be willing to plant seeds today, knowing you might not taste the fruits of your labor for years to come. Trust me. The satisfaction of achieving your goals through hard work and patience, there's no feeling like it. Let's talk about Jeff Bezos for a second. The guy's a legend, right? Built Amazon from the ground up. But here's the thing, Amazon didn't become a behemoth overnight. Bezos had a vision, and he was willing to play the long game. For years, Amazon reinvested its profits, constantly innovating and expanding. People thought Bezos was crazy, but he knew what he was building. He understood that true success wasn't about making a quick buck. It was about creating something that would stand the test of time. That's the power of delayed gratification. It's about resisting the urge to chase short-term wins and instead, focusing on building something truly meaningful. It's about having the discipline to stick to your vision, even when the going gets tough. Now, I'll be the first to admit, patience wasn't always my strong suit. When I was starting out in wrestling, I wanted to be at the top of the card yesterday. I was hungry, driven, but I also had to learn the hard way that good things take time. I remember grinding it out, working smaller shows, paying my dues. It wasn't always glamorous, but it taught me the value of hard work and perseverance. It taught me that every step, every challenge, was a chance to learn and grow. And you know what? Those early lessons, the ones learned through patience and perseverance, they were the ones that stuck with me. They formed the foundation for everything I've achieved since then. So how do you master this whole delayed gratification thing? It starts with setting clear goals and understanding that achieving them takes time. It's about breaking down those big goals into smaller, more manageable steps. Celebrate those small victories along the way. They're proof that you're moving in the right direction. And when things get tough, remember why you started in the first place. Remember the vision you have for your life. Because trust me, the journey might be long, it might be challenging, but the reward of achieving your dreams through hard work and dedication, that's a feeling that can't be matched. So stay focused, stay hungry, and remember, success is a marathon, not a sprint. You got this. You know, when I was wrestling, everyone thought it was all about brawn. The crowd saw the muscles, the power moves, the intensity in the ring, and figured that was the whole story. And don't get me wrong, strength is important. You need to be able to hold your own, to push your limits physically. But the real game changer? Knowledge. The stuff that happens outside the spotlight, when you're learning, growing, and sharpening your mind. That's brain power, the stuff that elevates you from the ring to running businesses, producing movies, you name it. It's what lets you pivot, adapt, and thrive in any arena you step into. Look at Elon Musk. The guy's a rocket scientist, literally. He didn't just wake up one day and know how to build rockets or electric cars. He devours knowledge like it's his cheat meal for the week. He reads, he studies, he asks questions, and he never stops learning. 2 books a day, that's dedication. That's the kind of hunger for knowledge that sets the greats apart from the rest. Now, I'm not saying you gotta become a bookworm overnight. You don't have to read a library's worth of books in a week. But you gotta be hungry to learn, to grow. You have to want it, to chase after new ideas and fresh perspectives. Every day there's a chance to pick up something new. A new skill, a new perspective, a new way to solve a problem you've been stuck on, a new way of thinking. Sometimes it's just a small shift in mindset that can open up a world of possibilities. That's an investment nobody can take from you. The knowledge and skills you build are yours for life. It's the key to unlocking your full potential, just like it was for me. It's what allowed me to transform, to reinvent myself again and again. And trust me, the more you invest in yourself, the more valuable you become. Not just to others, but to yourself. Not just in dollars and cents, but in your own eyes. You start to see your own worth, your own potential. That confidence, that drive, that's what separates the good from the great. It's what makes you unstoppable. Early in my career, I realized wrestling wasn't just about body slams and trash talk. It was about connecting, about telling a story that people could feel. To connect with the crowd, I needed to learn how to work the mic, how to command attention, how to make people care, how to tell a story, how to make every word count, how to bring emotion to the surface, how to become larger than life. That meant studying acting, learning the craft, and understanding what makes a character memorable. Improv, public speaking. I had to get comfortable thinking on my feet, adapting to any situation, and speaking with confidence. I took classes, workshops, and surrounded myself with people who were better than me so I could learn from them. Even hired a vocal coach. I wanted to master every aspect of my craft, not just the physical side. It wasn't always easy, but it was an investment in myself, in my future. Every hour I put in paid off down the road. See, the world rewards those who bring something unique to the table. The ones who stand out, who innovate, who aren't afraid to be different. And that something special often comes from honing your craft, mastering new skills. It could be anything, coding, writing, design, or even something totally unexpected. Anything that ignites your passion. When you're passionate, you're willing to put in the work, to go the extra mile. The point is, never stop learning, never stop growing. The world is changing fast and you've got to keep up. The more skills you have in your arsenal, the more prepared you'll be to seize opportunities and overcome challenges. Life will throw curveballs, but you'll be ready. Remember, success doesn't happen by chance. It happens by design. You have to build it, brick by brick, lesson by lesson. We all need guidance, no matter how driven or talented we are. Someone who's been there, done that. Someone who can show you the ropes and help you avoid the mistakes they made. Someone who can offer wisdom, support, and a good kick in the pants when you need it, someone who believes in you even when you doubt yourself. I'm talking about mentors, folks. The people who help you see the bigger picture and push you to reach higher. I've been lucky enough to have some incredible mentors in my life. People like my dad, Pat Patterson, and others who shaped my journey, and even guys like Clint Eastwood. Each one taught me something different, something valuable. They saw something in me, potential I didn't always see in myself. They believed in me before I truly believed in myself. They pushed me, challenged me, and helped me navigate the ups and downs of this crazy journey. They were my sounding boards, my guides, my reality checks. And let me tell you, having that kind of guidance is invaluable. It's like having a secret weapon in your corner. It's like having your own personal board of directors, guiding you towards success. So, find your mentors. Don't be afraid to ask for help or advice. Seek out people you admire, people who inspire you. Surround yourself with greatness, and you'll rise to their level. Learn from their experiences, ask for advice, and never be afraid to reach out for help. The right guidance can change your life. Listen up, because this is crucial. If you take away one thing, let it be this. The greatest investment you can ever make is in yourself. Not in stocks, not in real estate, not in the latest trend, but in your own personal growth. In your mind, your skills, your character. Read books, take courses, attend seminars. Never stop feeding your mind and expanding your horizons. Surround yourself with people who challenge you to be better. People who push you to think bigger, act bolder, and dream higher. Step outside your comfort zone and embrace new experiences. Growth happens when you're uncomfortable, when you're stretching yourself. Every day is an opportunity to learn, to grow, to become a more valuable version of yourself. Don't let a single day go to waste. And that, my friends, is the key to unlocking a life of abundance, success, and fulfillment. It all starts with you. Remember, you are your greatest asset. Treat yourself like it. Invest in yourself like you mean it, and the returns will be immeasurable. The journey never ends, and neither should your growth. You know, leaving wrestling to pursue acting was a huge risk. Everyone told me I was crazy. Stick to what you know, Rock, they said. But something inside me, this burning desire, told me I had to take that leap of faith. I was scared, sure, but I was more scared of living with regret, of wondering what if. So I took a deep breath, stepped outside my comfort zone, and bet on myself. See, life's all about taking risks. Not reckless, jump out of a plane without a parachute risks. But calculated risks, the kind that push you beyond your limits and open doors you never knew existed. Think about Sarah Blakely, the founder of Spanx. She put her entire life savings on the line for an idea. That's bold. And you know what? It paid off big time. Now I'm not gonna lie. Taking risks comes with the possibility of failure. I've had my fair share of setbacks, movies that bombed, projects that didn't pan out. But here's the thing about failure. It's not the opposite of success, it's a stepping stone to it. Every time I stumbled, I learned something valuable. I learned resilience, I learned adaptability, I learned to dust myself off and come back stronger. The key is to not let fear of failure paralyze you. Embrace it as part of the journey. Learn from your mistakes, adjust your course, and keep moving forward. Remember, the only way to truly fail is to stop trying. So, get out there, take some risks, and don't be afraid to stumble along the way. Now, when I say take risks, I don't mean blindly jumping into the unknown. You gotta be smart about it. Do your research, weigh the pros and cons, and trust your instincts. It's like when I'm considering a new movie role, I don't just say yes to everything. I read the script, talk to the director, get a feel for the project. I trust my gut, but I also make sure I'm making calculated decisions based on facts and intuition. It's about finding that balance between taking a chance and being prepared. So before you take a leap of faith, ask yourself, have I done my due diligence? Do I have a solid plan? Am I passionate about this? If the answer is yes, then go for it. Let me tell you, there's nothing quite like the feeling of conquering a challenge, of achieving something you once thought was impossible. It's exhilarating, and it all starts with taking that first step, that leap of faith. So, what are you waiting for? What dream are you holding back on? What risk are you afraid to take? Life's too short to play it safe. Embrace the unknown, challenge yourself, and never be afraid to bet on yourself. Because the greatest rewards often lie outside your comfort zone. Look, these 5 secrets, multiple income streams, networking, delayed gratification, self-education, and calculated risks, they didn't just fall into my lap. They're lessons I learned through hard work, dedication, and a whole lot of sweat equity. But here's the thing, if I can do it, so can you. These secrets, they're not exclusive to millionaires or celebrities. They're available to anyone who's willing to put in the work and stay committed. Start applying these principles today, one step at a time. Believe in yourself, trust the process, and never give up on your dreams. Remember, the only limits are the ones you set for yourself. So go out there and make it happen.